Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. It is early March, still winter, but today is such a beautiful sunny day. It feels like spring. Temperature, 55 degrees or something like that. Just less than a week or so after we got about half a foot of snow, which is all pretty much melted. So I figured as spring draws near, it's time to get into more of the amber ales and some of those lighter beers that I like during the warmer months. And I'm going to introduce you to another new nano-brewery from New Hampshire. This is the 603 Brewery. They are located in West Campton, New Hampshire, and this is one of their 5 new brews. This is the 603 Winni Amber Ale. Comes in with an ABV of 6.0% ABV. This brewery just opened officially, I think, in December of 2012. So, and as a matter of fact, if you look on the side of this bottle, it does have a date. It says 2/17/13 is when this one was bottled. 603 is one of several new nano breweries that have opened in New Hampshire since the legislature passed laws 2 years ago to change the way the licensing works for small breweries of 2,000 barrels or less. And it has resulted in a huge influx of new breweries in New Hampshire. And their bottles are starting to get out to some of the local stores. Some are still in the early stages. You can only find their bottles or their brews at the brewery themselves. But 603 is one of 6 or 7 new breweries that just opened within the last 8 months here in New Hampshire. So we really have a golden age going on here in the Granite State. So I'm interested in trying their new beer. This is the first time I've seen this one, and it'll be the first time I've had this. Open the bottle, see what it is, what we get. Pour it into this Bass glass, why not? Yes. This only became available in the stores less than a week ago. So I'm hopping right on with this one right away. Alright, now, let's give it a look. Well, I'm getting looks like an amber ale. It's got a nice, decent, copper to brown color, medium amber in color with a tremendous head. I did give it a quick, swift pour. It is being served, I'd say about 45 degrees, something like that. But a lot of carbonation going on, a few bubbles sort of lingering on the bottle here, on the bottle of the glass, I should say. Decent color, and slightly hazy. You can see through it for the most part, but slightly hazy. So check out the aroma. Oh, yeah, smells like an amber should. Lots of malty character going on, sweet malt character up front. The pale ale malts, slight caramel, but generally the good malty, the sweet malty character that accompanies an amber ale. All right, let's check out the taste. The body is light to medium. And there is a nice flavor here. It starts out malty. It's got a low to moderate hop note, hop bitterness on the tail end. Very pleasant beer overall. Yes, it's really a pleasant beer overall. It just it reminds you of an amber. I mean, ambers are pretty straightforward beers. Most breweries have them. It's been my experience, and they all have that character of malts and a sweetness and a slight bitterness going on. The way a good amber should be. This is the kind of beer you might drink, sitting in a pub somewhere in the English pubs where a lot of that style originated from. The bitterness is, like I said, low to moderate. It lingers for a moment or so. There is a nice, as I said, a nice low to moderate bitterness. It just sort of lingers on briefly. It's not, it's not a long-lasting one, but it's enough to remind you that that you had a bitter-style amber ale beer. I'm finding this to be pretty drinkable. It doesn't have a big hop character. The hop character is slight. And sometimes ambers can have a bit of a hop note at the end when you taste them. Just a bit of a bite. This one is more mild and subtle, I'd say. Matter of fact, I think that's what they say on their packaging. Hang on a second. There was a description on here which I did not read. It says here, a clean amber ale with a subtle but noticeable hop character. And you know, I didn't read that before I sampled it, although I knew there was a description on there. But, you know, that's what I'm getting. I mean, they're living up to their advertisement, I must say. There's more on here, too. Best if poured slowly, well, I broke that rule, into a glass, leaving the natural yeast sediment. Cheers. Now, I didn't see much yeast in there, but I still have, you know, a little more to go in there. So, but anyway, enough of that. This is a nice beer. This is a nice debut from the 603 Brewery of New Hampshire. And I'm really looking forward to trying some of their other ones. They've got 4 others. This is the only one I've seen in the store so far in my area. I may take a swing up to, I may have to go to 603 to pick up the others. I don't know. Hopefully the others will be in bottles soon. Don't think you'll see them much outside of New Hampshire, at least yet. Maybe eventually, but for now I think they'll stay in New Hampshire because a lot of these nano breweries are brewing in small amounts and distributing primarily in New Hampshire. But I'm going to give this a nice thumbs up for 603 Brewery. This is the Winni Amber Ale. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.